Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. How are you, students? You have joined me. Are you hearing me? Please reply so that I can continue my lecture. Okay, you all are hearing me. Very good. Now, hope you have understood my previous lectures. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. I'm giving you another lecture of language today. Okay, I have understood that you all are hearing me. So please now concentrate on your lecture, and then when I will ask, then share your views or your problems. Okay, now concentrate on the lecture. We have done 3 topics before: parts of speech, kinds of noun, kinds of adjectives, and kinds of pronoun. It means we are doing the kinds of different parts of speech. Now I'm going to give you a lecture today. It is my lecture number 4, and it is about kinds of adverb. You all know that adverb is a word which describes more about the verb, or it tells us about the action done because verb is an action word. So it tells us all about the verbs. There are 5 kinds of adverb. Okay, so I'm telling you the names first: adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, and adverb of degree. Kindly, students, don't share your videos, turn off your cameras. And please, I am again telling you, be there on time, okay, so that you will not miss any part of the lecture. Okay, now I am discussing these all types one by one. The first one is adverb of manner. Adverb of manner shows how an action was done. It means that it tells us about the actions, that how these have taken place. Okay, the first example is Ahmad ate quickly. Now, student who if you are not joining me with your real name, I will not answer you or I will not admit you. So please write your real name in the chat room and then ask me questions at the end of the lecture. Okay, don't disturb anybody at this moment. If you have got any problem, I will give you 10 minutes at the last, and then you will ask anything, whatever you want. Okay, so please, if you have got any problem, note down in your rough copy. After that, at the end, you will ask. Okay, Umema, please check your net connection because everybody is hearing me. Okay, so we are coming to our topic tag. Adverb of manner shows how an action was done. Here you can see that I have underlined the adverbs here so that you can understand more. The first example is Ahmad ate quickly. Here you can see that quickly is the word which is an adverb of manner, and it tells us about the manner of Ahmad, that how he eats. In the next example, you can see that I have written Sarah speaks softly. It means softly is an adverb here which tells us about the action of Sarah, that is speaking, that how Sarah is speaking. The third example here is the students work fast. Fast is another adverb of manner here. Here you can see that it tells us about the work of the students, that how these students are doing their work, fast or slow. You can write some other examples, that the tiger runs fast, the teacher speaks politely. You can see that there are different adverbs which can be used in the different sentences. The painter is painting beautifully. Okay, you can write different examples for different actions. Sana does her work carefully. I have given you many examples. You can give me also, you can write some examples in the chat room as well to show the adverb of manner. Okay. Now we come to the second kind, adverb of time. Adverb of time, as the name suggests, you can see that easily you can understand from the word time that it shows the time of an action, that when an action was done. For examples, he came late at the party. You can see the word late tells us about the action, that the person came late at the party and he was coming late. Okay. Late tells us about the time. Time doesn't mean that we can write here 5 p.m., 10 p.m., 6 p.m. We are not writing in this way. We are writing in this way, that late, soon, early, before, which tells us about the time of the action. Next is she had not done it before. Before is another adverb of time which tells us about the action of the lady, that she had done something but not done it before. Next example is we will meet them soon. That means the soon is telling us the time of action, that we will meet them within some time. Okay. Now if you want to, like, I'm giving you some more examples, that Ali wake up early in the morning. Early is an adverb. Okay. Sana will come later. Later is also an adverb of time which tells us that Sana will come after some time. Okay. I will study after 10 minutes. It is an example. The clothes are very dirty. No, Dilaves, you have given me an example. The clothes are very dirty. It is the example of adjective, not the adverb. The clothes are very dirty, because clothes are the nouns and dirty is an adjective which tells us about the clothes. I am asking you the example of adverb which tells us the time. I will study after 10 minutes. It is not the particular example. You can write about I will study late, in late hours. You can write in this way. Okay. So please give me some examples of adverbs, not the adjectives. Now we come to the third one, adverb of place. Again, you can see that the heading, or you can say the name, place, tells us about the meaning of this definition, that adverb of place shows where an action was done. It means it tells us about the place of the action. Okay. Like you can write, they travel abroad. Abroad means the place outside the country. It means the people were traveling abroad. Here you can see that. Another example, the child ran upstairs to his room. Upstairs is also showing the place of the action, that child is going upstairs. You can write, this example is very good. Manur, you have given me right example. He came late at school. Ushna, Sarah always came late. Very good. Ushna Siddiqui has given one more example. I'm going to downstairs. No, it is wrong. We can not use to here. I'm going downstairs. It is okay. Okay. Now concentrate on the other kinds first, and after that, and at the end, I will give you more time to give me some more examples and ask questions. Okay. Adverb of place. We are doing that. The police looked for the thief everywhere. Everywhere means at every place. The police was looking for the thief, and the action was looking. Okay. Now, here you can see that adverb of place is showing the place of action. For example, the kitchen is downstairs, which shows that the place of the kitchen, or is the helping verb here. The passengers were going downstairs to the platform. Okay. Again, I have given an example of adverb of place. Now we come to the next one, adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency shows how often an action was done. It means it tells us about the repetition of the action, or you can say how many times an action was done. Okay. Some examples are here. She always reads storybooks. Here you can say that the adverb of frequency is always here, which tells us about that she's reading the books. Always she is reading the books. Okay. Many times, or repeat in the repetition. He never refuses any suggestion. Here you can see that never is an adverb of frequency, which tells us that he does not refuse any suggestion. If many people are giving him many suggestions, he never refuses them. Or it is the repetition of the action, or you can say the verb. Now, another example is we seldom meet our friends. It means we seldom. Seldom is also telling us the adverb of frequency, that one time in many days. Okay. He always reads the Daily Dawn. It means he is reading the Daily Dawn always. He never tells a lie. Okay. Some of you are giving me some examples here. Please concentrate on the topic. I will give you extra time in the end to write some examples or to ask me questions. Seldom means once in a very long time. You can say that, for example, in 2 months, only one time. Okay. Now we can come to the last kind of adverb, that is adverb of degree. Adverb of degree shows the intensity of an action, or you can say it tells us about the importance of the action. Now, he almost disappeared from the site. For example, he almost disappeared from the site. Here you can see the adverb of degree is almost. It means he is disappearing, or he is a little bit, he is showing himself, but he is disappearing. She has nearly reached the top. It means the lady has reached the top, but, or you can say that very much closer to the top. These adverb of degrees, you can see that they are describing the verbs attached with them. Like almost is describing disappeared. Disappeared is a verb. Nearly is describing reached. Reached is a verb. Nearly is an adverb. I can just read English. Here, just is the adverb of degree, which is describing the word read, or verb read. Okay. He almost disappeared from the place. You can write in this way also. Now, I want to give you a quick review of all these kinds of adverbs first, then we will continue our other part of the lecture. But first of all, I want to give you some a quick review of these kinds of adverbs. So if any one of you has joined me late, then they can get the lecture or part of the lecture which they have missed. Now, first of all, I'm telling you that our topic is kinds of adverb. We have done kinds of nouns, kinds of pronouns, kinds of adjectives before, and I hope you have understood them very clearly. And one more thing, I have given you the learning assignment, so I hope you have all learned the definitions as well as you have done some practice in the loose sheets. Okay, so I have come to the kinds of adverbs. There are 5 kinds of adverbs: adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, and adverb of degree. These are the 5 kinds of adverbs. We come to their definitions and examples one by one. The first one is adverb of manner. Adverb of manner shows how an action was done. It means it tells us about the manner or the how a person performs an action. Like here, I have given some examples. I have already told you some more examples during the explanation, but I'm repeating these examples now in the quick review. Ahmad ate quickly. Ahmad ate quickly. That is, quickly is an adverb which is describing the verb ate. Sarah speaks softly. Softly is an adverb which is describing the verb speak. The students work fast. The first fast is an adverb of manner which is describing the work of the students. Now we come to the second kind, adverb of time. Adverb of time shows when an action was done. It means it tells us about the time of an action. He came late at the party. Again, you can see that late is an adverb of time which describes the coming of the person. She had not done it before. Before is an adverb of time which is describing the something had been done by the lady. We will meet them soon. Soon is an adverb of time which is describing that the meeting will be coming soon. Now we come to adverb of place. Adverb of place shows where an action was done. It means you can say that the place of an action has been described by adverb of place. They travel abroad. Abroad is a place, that means outside the country. It is describing the traveling. The child ran upstairs to his room. Upstairs is the place or adverb of place which is describing the running of the child. The police looked for the thief everywhere. Everywhere is the adverb of place which is describing the police action that they were looking for the thief. Now we come to adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency shows how often an action was done. That means how many times an action was done. She always reads storybooks. Always, adverb of frequency is describing the verb read. He never refuses any suggestion. Never is an adverb of frequency which is describing the word refuse, or you can say the verb refuse. We seldom meet our cousins. That is, here adverb of frequency is seldom, which is describing the meeting of the cousins. Now we come to the last, adverb of degree. Adverb of degree shows the intensity of an action. That means the importance of an action. That is, he almost disappeared from the sight. Here you can see that almost is an adverb of degree which is describing the verb disappear. She has nearly reached the top. Now you can see that nearly is an adverb of degree which is describing the reaching of the girl on the top. Next is I can just read English. Just is an adverb of degree which can describe the reading of the person. Now I have completed the first part of my lecture, that is kinds of adverb here. I hope you have understood it. You have asked me some questions that what about copy work. Now I'm telling you that I have not given any work to do in the copy. We will give you after this week, okay? And we will give you the notification in the Google Classroom when we will start the copy work. So please don't get worried. Abroad meaning the place outside our country, okay? So it is called abroad. For example, the European countries or any other countries, Asian countries, but other than Pakistan, okay? Aisha Ijaz, please check your net connection because everybody is listening me, okay? Now I come to the second part of my lecture, that is another topic, conjunction, okay? Conjunction is another part of speech. You all know that a conjunction is a word which connects words and parts of a sentence. We have done it before in the parts of speech. And we have done many examples. Now there are many conjunctions, but I am going to discuss the most common of them. Like the three most common conjunctions are and, but, or. These are the three conjunctions which are most commonly used. So please I want to discuss them one by one. Actually, I want to discuss their uses. Okay, you all know that these are used to, because is also very common. Yes, you are right. Because is used to give reasons. Okay, I will tell you this also. Okay, but now I am discussing them one by one, their uses and examples, how to use them in the sentences. Now I want to write use of and first. I want to discuss that. And actually combines two ideas. And is a conjunction which is used to combine two ideas. Or I can say that if there are two sentences having two different ideas, we can combine them by the use of and. Some examples I have given here. I will ask you examples at the end. So give me some more examples at that time. The first thing is, first example which I am giving you is, he asked me a question. That is the first sentence. Second sentence is, I answered him. It is second sentence. You can see that the first sentence is about the subject he, that, a third person. We have already done the pronouns. In the second sentence, you can see that the person is I, that is first person. It means both the subjects are different. So please remember when I join them, how I join it. He asked me a question. I can write the first sentence same as it is. I just copy the first sentence. He asked me a question and I answered him. Okay, I have joined both these sentences by using and. The second is, she sold her old car. That is first sentence. And the second is, she bought a new one. Here you can see that the subject, it remains same in both the sentences. That is third person. She, she. In both the cases, we have used the subject, same subject. So for these kind of sentences, when I join them, I have not placed the subject again here after the conjunction. She sold her old car. The first sentence, just copy the first sentence. Then add the conjunction here and bought a new one. There is no need to write the subject again here because the subject is same for both the sentences. Okay. I ate milk and bread in the breakfast. Shanti, very good example. But please concentrate on the topic. When I will give you time, then you will write the examples. Okay? Otherwise, you will miss my explanation. So, I have, for example, I am giving you some more examples. I purchased mangoes. Second sentence, I purchased apples. So, when I join them, I write, I purchased mangoes and apples. Okay, are you understanding? Another example, he takes egg in the breakfast. Second example, second sentence for the same example, he takes tea in the breakfast. So when I join them, I write, he takes egg and tea in the breakfast. Okay, are you understanding me? It means two ideas are joined by and. Now we come to the second conjunction, use of but. Ajwa, please don't share your video. Turn off your camera. Ajwa, please. Thanks a lot, Ajwa. Please turn off your camera. Use of but. But is another conjunction which is used to contrast between two ideas. It means there are two different ideas and these have to be joined by using the conjunction but, and it is telling us the differentiation between two ideas. Okay, now some examples are here. He asked me a question, first sentence. Then the second sentence is, I did not answer him. Here you can see that again the subjects are different. In the first sentence, the subject is he, third person, and then the second sentence, the subject is I, first person. So when I join them, because the subjects are different, we use them or we write them after the conjunction. He asked me a question. The first sentence is copied here. Then I add the conjunction here, but I did not answer him. I have placed I here because it is not the same subject. It is different from the first he. Now I have given you some more examples. She sold her old car. That is the first sentence. She did not buy a new one. It is second sentence. You can see that the subject remains same in both the sentences. So when I join them by using but, I did not write here she again because of the same subject. There is no need to write the same subject again after the conjunction. So I have joined in the way, she sold her old car but did not buy a new one. Okay, now for example, I can give you that some examples. I wrote an essay. The teacher did not like it. So I can write in the way, I wrote an essay, but the teacher did not like it. Okay, now we come to the last one, use of or. Or is a conjunction which is used to join two sentences or two ideas, but it also gives us a choice. Okay, so please remember there is a sentence which there are two sentences which are joined by using or, and in these cases whether the subjects are different or the similar, we can write or we have to write in the joining sentence after the conjunction. Remember this thing. Here you can see that the subjects are same. Like I have given an example. He asks me questions. First sentence. He tells me stories. Second sentence. So when I have joined, he asks me questions. or he tells me stories. I have written the subject, even it is similar in both the cases. Now, another example, she must sell her old car. First sentence, she must have it repaired. In the second sentence, you can see that both the subjects are same. So when I have joined, I will repeat it because I have joined them with the conjunction or. She must sell her old car. I have copied the first sentence, then I have written or, and then I will copy the second sentence. She must have it repaired. Okay. He asked, I am giving you some more examples. He gives me ideas, he gives me suggestions, he gives me advices. So I can join them. He asks me, or he gives me suggestions, or he gives me advices. Okay. He helps me in my English work. Second sentence, he helps me in my Urdu work. Okay. Now I want to give you a quick review of these conjunctions. Okay. A conjunction connects words and parts of a sentence. Then the most common conjunctions are and, but or, and combines two ideas. Like I have given the examples. He asked me a question, I answered him. These are two sentences. I have joined them with and. He asked me a question and I answered him. Here you can see that I have joined them by writing the subject here because subject is different. But when the subject remains same, I will not write the subject after the conjunction here, even like in the second example. Now I come to but. But contrasts two ideas. Like he asked me a question, I did not answer him. Here you can see that I have used the same method to join them. First sentence has to be copied. He asked me a question, but I did not answer him. Here you can see that I have written the subject because subjects are different. But in the next case, when subjects are similar, I have not written the subject here after the conjunction. Now we come to or. Or is a conjunction which gives a choice between two ideas. So at that time, or whenever we have a choice, we write the subject whether they are similar or different after the conjunction. Like you can see in the first examples, he asked me questions. First sentence, he tells me stories. That is second sentence. So I have written the first sentence first of all. He asked me questions or he tells me stories. It means I have to write the subject whether they are similar or different in all the cases when we are using the conjunction or. She must sell her old car. She must have it repaired. You can see that she must sell her old car or she must have it repaired. I have again added the subject here, even it is similar. Okay. Now we come to the end of my topic here. I am giving you some time to ask me anything. You can write in the chat so that if you have got any problem, I will give you answers. Okay. Now you can write any example as well, or if you want to ask anything, then you can write it. Now you have chance to write. If you want to ask anything, please ask me. I hope you have understood my today's lecture. If you want to discuss anything, I'm telling you one more time that I will not give you any homework, written homework today. Okay? If you have any problem, conjunction, Aban, you have asked me about the definition of conjunction. We have done it before in the parts of speech, but I'm telling you again that conjunction is a word which is used to join two sentences or two words. Okay? So please go through that lecture from my YouTube video. From there, I have uploaded the link on the Google Classroom. So please go through those lectures. I have uploaded all videos of all my 3 lectures, previous lectures in the Google Classroom. So please go through them one more time. If you have missed any part of those lectures, you will get them. Ushna, I will also teach you English literature, but I am giving you some lectures of English language first. Okay? If you don't have the copy, don't get worried. You will have a lot of time to purchase it because we are not giving you any written assignment in this week. Okay? When I will give you written assignment, you will have the time to purchase the copies. Okay, I think you like maths as well. Adverb of frequency actually tells us about the action, how many times the action has been done. Okay, like I have given you some examples that I always read the Daily Dawn. Always is the word which is describing the adverb of frequency, and it tells us that, for example, I always read the Daily Dawn means I'm reading them again and again. I will tell you about the English literature class in the Google Classroom. Okay. I will tell you, most probably it will start from the next week. Okay. I will inform you when you will have to start the written work. So if you have got any problem, please ask me again and again.